Hello and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to add WishList Member to a level for Pabbly Subscription Billing payment. So here my objective is that every time a successful payment occurs in Pabbly Subscription Billing, then automatically the same person who has just made the payment should be added as a member to a particular level in WishList Member, which is a premium membership software solution for your WordPress site. Now to do this, we'll have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect. So here my trigger application will be Pabbly Subscription Billing and my action application will be WishList Member. Now to understand how you can integrate and automate this entire process yourself without the need of any coding skills, let's begin. So this here is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect software, and you can reach here by clicking on the link which is given in the video description. So if you are an existing user, you simply have to sign in, and if you are a new user, sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Also, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks to test all these automations. Now once you reach the dashboard, on the right hand side there's a tab Create Workflow. Click on this. This dialog box has appeared, and here you have to name your workflow. So here you can give any random name. I'm going to name it as Add WishList Member to a level for Pabbly Subscription Billing payment. Let's click on Create. Now as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts or the building blocks on which this entire automation works. Trigger here is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the automated response of your trigger application. Let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is made, then you get a response on SMS about the amount debited. Now how does that happen? This happens with the help of automation, and in such a case your trigger will be the payment gateway and your action application can be any application that can help in sending these SMS messages. Now let's come to our use case. So here my condition is every time a payment is successfully made in Pabbly Subscription Billing, then the same user should be added as a WishList member to a particular level. So trigger application here will be Pabbly Subscription Billing. Let's click on this. Next is the trigger event. So the trigger event here will be payment successful. Now here is the webhook URL. Now this URL is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Subscription Billing. So here I'm going to copy this URL that we have just received, and now we have to follow the following steps. So first of all, I'm going to take you to Pabbly Subscription Billing account. This here is the dashboard. Now here I'm going to take you to settings. Now within settings, we have got webhook. Let's click on this. Now here I'm going to add a new webhook. So let's say the name of this webhook here is WishList Member Webhook. Now which particular product do you want? So you can either go for all products or you can select a particular product. So let's say that I want to go ahead with Pabbly Test product. So I have selected this. Now you have to select a plan. So here I have created a plan. The name is Test Plan. So I'm selecting this. Then here you have to paste the webhook URL that we have just received. Now you can protect webhook URL with basic authentication or webhook retry. Next is here we have to select the event. So there is no customer event, subscription event. Our event here is successful payment. No invoice, credit or affiliate. So I'm just going to click on save. So as we do that, here you can see that the webhook has been created. Now when you have to create a product, so from here you can add a new product, and from here you can create a new plan. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have just captured a test response. I'm going to recapture and click on yes. And as we do that, here it is waiting for webhook response. So basically it is telling me that once we have added the webhook URL, now we are supposed to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response, and we can understand if Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Subscription Billing are properly integrated. Let me take you back to Pabbly Subscription Billing dashboard, and here we are going to go to products. So here we have Pabbly Test product. Now this is the product, and here I'm going to click on checkout. So as we do that, this here is the checkout page. So the Pabbly Test product is for 10 rupees and it's a one-time payment. the basic information. First name is Smart, the last name is user1, and this here is the email address. Then we have the billing address. This is just a test card, and here I'm going to provide the test card details. Here I'm going to click on complete order. And as we do that, here we can see that our payment has been successful. Once the transaction is a success, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here we can see we have captured the webhook response. So let's see, the event type is payment success. This here is the date and time of the payment captured. Here we have the state. Now as I take you down, so here we can see this is the shipping address name. Let's go further down. So here we have got the last name. This here is the full name. Here we have the email address of the person. Now here we can see that the data transaction amount is shown as 1000. Why? Because the payment gateways, they don't take decimal into consideration. So instead of showing ₹10, it is showing 1000. So if you need this amount, you can always format this using the feature by Pabbly, which is number formatter. Next we have the plan name, which is a test plan. What is the currency code? This is INR. The symbol is rupee. And then as we further go down, here we have the product name, which is Pabbly test product. So basically we have received all the details, and once we have received all these details, now the user who has just made the payment, I want to add that user as a member in WishList Member. So I'm going to choose my action application as WishList Member. This is a plugin of WordPress, and the action event here will be to create member. Now I'm going to click on connect. And as we do that, here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with WishList member account. So I'm going to select add new connection. And now to set up this connection, we need the URL and the key. Now to receive this, first you have to log into your WordPress dashboard. Within this, we have WishList member. Here we have to go to advanced options. And now within advanced options, we have got API. Now this here is the API URL. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste the same here. And here we can see this here is the API key. So I'm going to copy this and paste the same here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. So here we can see that the connection is all set. Now here we have to enter the username. So I'm going to look for smart user1. This here is the username. Then I need the email address. So here I'm going to look for the email address. Now you see this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, which means that I had this information in the previous step. The response that we had received, we had this information here, and I have just retrieved it in the next step. Now why is this important? So that whenever we tend to receive random responses every time, a new response every time, so it should be able to take the new data. If I had written this information manually, then even when I had received a new response, it wouldn't have taken that. Instead, it would have always taken the same username, email address, password, etc. So to avoid this, we map the information. Now here we have to enter the password. So let's say it is PWD. Now I'm going to go to the previous step once again, and this here is the data user ID. So I'm going to take this as a password. Next is the level. So let me take you to WishList now, WishList member, and here I'm going to take you to the dashboard. Now here we can see we have got membership level, Pabbly Connect level, silver level, gold level, my level, tester 1 menu. So I have created different membership levels. You can create your own. Now let's say that I want this particular member to be added to Pabbly Connect level. So here I have to select the same. You can select the one that you have created for this particular integration. Next is the name of the company. So here you can add the name of the company, primary address, secondary address. Then we have the city, state, zip, country. So I'm going to map the name of the state because we had received this. Now this information, so this is not mandatory, but if you have it in your previous step, you can always add the information here. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here we have received the response according to which this member must be created and be added to a particular level in WishList member. So let's go and check the same. And yes, here we can see that smart user 1, this particular person has been added here as a member and is added to Pabbly Connect level as well. So this means our integration is a success. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the same in real time. So let's go back to Pabbly Subscription Billing. And here I'm going to quickly go to checkout once again. And this time again, let's say the first name is dummy, the last name is new 123. This here is the email address. I'm going to add the test card details. And now I'm going to click on complete order. So once this is done, here we can see that our payment has been successful. Once this is successful, I'm going to take you to WishList Member. Here I'm going to quickly refresh this page. And we can see dummy new 123, this particular user has been added and is added to which level? Pabbly Connect level. Our integration is perfect. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy two-step integration process where my trigger was Pabbly Subscription Billing, the event was successful payment, and my action application was WishList Member, where the event was to create member. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.